I think the situation in Manipur is a disaster. I don't understand why we are allowing foreigners to squat on Indian territory. How does it advance the Indian national interest? History tells us that Kukis are foreigners, that they were artificially settled by the British in the territory of Manipur to punish the Manipuris. Who are the Manipuris? The Meiteis and the Nagas. Okay? They are the Meiteis and the Nagas are the indigenous people of Manipur, of this region. The Kukis are foreigners. They are foreigners even to Burma. And the British themselves never trusted the Kukis. And if you see the census records of Manipur, British census records from 1900 onwards, around that period onwards, you will see there were almost no Kukis in Manipur when the first census was taken. And then this Kuki population starts slowly rising because the British were bringing more in as a punitive measure. So the British were bringing foreigners into India, into the kingdom of Manipur, right, at the time. So that is obviously, it tells you that the Kukis don't belong in this region. And now we have a big Kuki population on the other side of the border inside Myanmar. And the India-Myanmar border is open, the Manipur-Myanmar border is open. And the last 10 years or so, if you see satellite images, you see this explosion of Kuki settlements in Manipur. It looks like lakhs of Kukis have come into Manipur in the last 10, 15 years. Right? And they indulge in all these terrorist activities. They have a limitless supply of arms and ammunition. Previous governments have done this suspension of operation agreement only with the Kuki terrorists. And now they've taken over more than half of Manipur. And they're terrorizing the indigenous people of Manipur, whether they are Kuki, whether they're Meiteis or Nagas. That's an ongoing situation right now, as of today, as of yesterday also. And the government of India doesn't seem to have control over at least half of Manipur. The city of Churachandpur has been ethnically cleansed of non-Kukis. And there's gunfights happening there. How can these people have access to weapons? If you go to other parts of India, people aren't allowed to carry weapons. People aren't allowed to own weapons. You have to apply for a license, which almost nobody gets. But Kukis openly wander around with AK-47s and M15s and God knows what kind of advanced weapons. India has lost control of at least half of Manipur. And imagine how the natives will feel. Imagine how the indigenous people of this region will feel. Like the government of India doesn't give a damn about them. This is exactly what caused insurgency in the entire far east of India from 1947 onwards. Every state had multiple insurgencies. Why? Because of the stepmotherly treatment given to this region by the government of India in Delhi. When there is no progress, when there is no development, when there is no food, when there are no opportunities for growth, people become dissatisfied. They become desperate. They will say, we don't want to be under your government. We want to have our own country. So there were multiple insurgencies, multiple separatist insurgencies in every state in India's far east, whether it is Assam, whether it is Mizoram, whether it is whatever else, Nagaland, Manipur. Every state had multiple insurgent outfits, separatist outfits. And then the Chinese took advantage of that. The Pakistanis took advantage of that. And the Americans took advantage of that. So if India allows this to continue in Manipur, what do you expect the indigenous people to feel? They will feel that the government of India and the people of India and the nation of India doesn't care about us. What is that going to give rise to? Separatist tendencies. This is what is happening in Manipur right now.